Okay. Any brawl deck? There's no like oh jeez. Hmm. Rusco, huh? Yeah, Rusco's probably good, right? I'm thinking Rofellos is just even better because he could play at turn one. Well, better than like normal. I mean, not that it needs help. Rusco's interesting though, especially if there's probably no bracket here. Probably Rusco, yeah, Rusco. 4-mana commanders in general are probably pretty good. You just play them on turn two. Is there one that really likes to draw cards though? Maybe like something happens when you draw a card. Oh yeah, there's the 1-mana artifact commander, right? Oh, there are. All right, never mind. Bracket system exists. This thing, like when you draw your first or second card, isn't this like super cracked? You can play it turn one every time too. Well, that's not new, but or even a Tamiya. Oh well, if there's a bracket system, I don't think I want to play Tamiya. But Tamiyo doesn't have to like brainstorm anymore, and Ponder just flips for free. You can flip Tamiyo turn one with like Ponder or Opt or that cycling land. That seems absolutely gross. But I guess if you're against Scythus, it's not that crazy. Hmm. Hmm. Guitar? No, no, probably not guitar. I'm sure it's busted for a lot of decks to draw to get cast exploration. No, explore. Yeah, you cast explore every turn for free. That's probably busted for like every deck ever, especially ones that like lands. Exceptionally for the ones that like lands, like Tatyova. Tatyova's a good one. Probably something like the Mardu aggro deck, where it like no longer it doesn't even really have to play one drops. Eureka doesn't have to play one drop. I probably still would. Crucius combo is a turn faster. The first sliver Tybalt's Trickery is a turn faster, right? You can do it on turn. Oh, wait a minute. The first sliver deck is a turn 3 win now, isn't it? Because you play 2 lands a turn? Do I still have that? Hold on. I don't think I'm going to sit there and play it all day, but I want to see. Do I have the deck still? Oh no, I deleted it. Oh no, there it is. There it is. Can you just add a deck? Why is it? Where is it? Like, isn't this just isn't this just busted? All right, I don't know. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna look. I'll look. I can't not do this at least once. I mean, this is a turn 3 deck, right? Like it's 100. This is 100% a turn 3 deck every single time. Like it only has lands. You can't do anything but play lands. The only downside is you draw slightly more, so you might draw a combo piece, but like that is probably exceedingly offset by the fact that you don't. Yeah. You can still lose. I could play the wrong lands and not cast it on the right turn. Although the turn you cast it, you actually have 6 lands, not 5. Oh no, opponent. You're supposed to play 2 lands a turn. What happened? Black, white, red, blue, green? I guess counterspells are a little disincentivized because people just have so many lands and stuff. And they play so many spells, it's hard to like counter everything. Opponent, hello? Ugh. There's Valakut right off the top. Alright, well this would be a win, but I don't want to click through this and my opponent isn't conceding, so I'm just gonna... I gotta get up for a second. Alright, yeah, so that's a turn 3 deck. That is a turn 3 deck right there. In this format. Alright, I'll be right back. All right, I miss anything? Any spicy? Entomb is an uncommon? Huh? Since when? Oh, the Royal Scions? Oh, I mean, might be a little bit of an uphill battle there. Huh. Yeah, I don't recognize Entomb at uncommon. There's probably some kind of blue-red commander that really likes this. Like there's the sharks. This thing? Oh, you have to discard, don't you? Oh yeah, you have to discard, not simply just draw. Seems pretty good though. Shieldred the Apocalypse? Because it messes up your opponent's draw and they lose 4 life a turn. And you gain life. Is that good? I mean, it's cool. It's cool, but like, just because I played Shieldred turn 2 doesn't mean my opponent isn't doing something equally as insane. Teferi Ultimate? Well, if it needed help winning. At Yova. Leovold? No one else can have fun? Leovold seems really, really mean. Just can't. I'm pretty sure it stops it. I mean, it should stop the trigger. It doesn't stop the extra land drop, though. Oh, there's so many options. I kind of want to play this thing. I played it once before. It was alright. It'll probably shine pretty well here. Royal Scions is a commander you like never see. I think it's kind of hard to get it to go crazy though. Especially how its ultimate doesn't actually win the game. The shark? Hmm. Kefka? No, I don't think, because your opponent has more options to discard stuff. I don't really like Kefka. You can't attack people's hands very well when they're drawing 2 cards a turn. So I'm not sure I like the make my opponent discard a card thing. What's the other thing Kefka does? That Kefka does. Yeah, I'm not feeling that one. Because your opponents are not going to stop doing things ever. Does Unctus do anything in this weekly? Oh, that's not Unctus. I keep mixing up Orvar and Unctus all the time. Oh, there's this. There's this. You get draw like 4 cards a turn. Oh, I like that. No, I'm not. I don't think Unctus doesn't feel like it's getting exploited in this midweek thing. But this does. If you would draw 2. What does this look like, though? What does this deck look like? Have I played it before? Surely I've played this before. Vin Vinwixt? Vinwixt? VN. Oh, there it is. I played it over a year ago. Okay. What does it look like? Wow, I played with Ristic Study and House Meld. Actually, I don't like a lot of this deck. You know what? I think I'll try this one. I'll try this one. This is absolutely exploited by this midweek thing, so. Import deck list. Wait. Export. Copy. How do you... There it is. No way. It's another one where there's no ban list. I can play with Chrome Box? Are you serious? Mana Drain? Oh no, what have they done? Or not do? What have they done? Wait, it says it's friendly brawl. Are all midweeks like that? No, hold on. This says 40 card. All right, never mind. No. We're just in the wrong format. Okay, I got excited. The deck upload didn't put the right format. Maybe there's hope if I click the midweek thing. You can still at least let me submit it. All right, never mind. Ban list still in play. I just want to play with the deck, please. Please, let me just submit the deck. I don't know why you can't submit from the deck creation thing, but there we go. All right, so now I can edit it. And now the arrow's broken. I don't. Okay. All right. Please. I just want this to go away. I bet. Like I'll do anything. Okay. Well, I don't have to worry at all about card draw because the thing does it for us. The midweek thing. So I can take out. I don't even know why I was playing Ristic Study. That's crazy. I don't even know what I was doing with Brawl. Oh, it just loots and you draw more. Yeah, I see. But all these cantrips aren't necessary? They do draw too, but you have the midweek thing. I can just put better cards on my deck and have that be my card draw. Maybe some of this card draw can stay, but it really doesn't have to. It really doesn't have to. I feel like a wall of counter spells is not reliable when your opponent draws so much. It does make Spell Pierce more appealing because like for the majority of a game, people's mana will always be totally tapped as you cast a million things. Probably a lot of creatures. Maybe Mana Leak's looking questionable. Well, at the very least, it's not going to counter like the first spell cast. It's still okay, I guess. Force of Negation. Okay. Maybe even Commandeer, because again, we draw so much. Like Cryptic Command on turn 2 is fine. Oh, there's a Luge. A Luge is another mono blue commander that might be really cool here. I forgot about a Luge. Seagate might just deck me out. I could just put Seagate in anyways. I mean. Kind of hard to cast, though, I think. Well, no, not really. 2 lands a turn. Where's Commandeer? I'm upset there's no unban list. We can shave lands. I can probably also shave, like, some of these 1/1s. I don't actually like rapid hybridization. I don't think I like unsummons that much either. I don't need Curiosity. Or really any of these. No Consider. What other good 4-mana cards are there? Ideally, it's a creature, so it helps me. Let's see, 1, 2. Do that. Okay, it doesn't actually have to be a creature. Never mind. It doesn't have to be, but it's not bad if it is, I guess. This has Flash. You can run out of control, I feel. I don't have any exploitative illuge stuff going on. There's the Hearthstone version of Venser. This thing. Yeah, I like this, I think. Okay. That's fine. Take out. I don't think it matters which one. There's Subtlety as well? Forgot about Subtlety. It actually costs 4. Bloop. Okay. All right. We're doing it. We're doing it like this. We're going to start here. So the midweek thing is, well, I guess I'll just go here and show. Or not. Thought I could. All right, so the midweek thing is Rites of Flourishing, which is everyone basically casts Explore every turn. You draw an extra card, and you can play an extra land. That means Real Fellows shows up turn 2. 4-mana commanders don't necessarily need mana rocks anymore. There's also the Tybalt's Trickery First Sliver Cultivator Colossus deck that can win turn 3 every time because you play 2 lands a turn and your whole deck is lands, so you win every time. I don't know. This might just be the best thing because while people can play Rofellos turn 1 and then cast an 8-drop on turn 2, you can just not care about any of that because there's not a ton of interaction they're going to do with an 8-mana card by the time you would cast this and then just do your combo. So this probably is the best thing unless there's a wall of counter spells, but you're a little disincentivized to play counter spells when your opponent's drawing so many cards a turn and you can't like totally lock them out. You can draw 2 counters for 2 non-land draws your opponent has, but not the most reliable way to do things in my opinion. But with that being said, I still want to play something with counter spells in it. It's cool to play Cryptic Command on turn 2. And this without card draw inside of the deck. Well, not a lot of card draw, at least. With the midweek thing drawing so much, it just leaves you with more room to do other things because you don't have to really worry about that. The engines thing. Oh, actually, you know what? I should run the engines cards. The lands, at least, still. They're colorless, but starting the engine. Well, that's not even true, though, because you play this turn 1, although you probably don't, because you want to have a creature in play to start the engines the next turn. Yeah, you probably don't actually need the engine lands. They don't change that much, honestly. If this had like 1 power, maybe it does, but you could run Combat Research, Curious Obsession. I did take those out. I felt like all the card draw in the midweek thing was better, but we'll see. I don't know. Starting their engines is like the biggest challenge of this, but there's a lot of evasive early threats that could just get in there, so let's find out. But I'm not blown away with counter spells in this midweek thing. What does Grub do? I don't even know what Grub does, actually. I don't know. I can read it. Okay. Graveyard Goblins. Wait, what? Really? Okay. Sure. That's an interesting card, I must admit. I don't see a reason to brainstorm, so I'm just gonna go ahead and not do that. I also don't really see a reason to actually play my commander. I don't think there's a reason to play my commander. I can just play it next turn. Because the engine thing doesn't have to be online until my opponent takes damage. Impact Tremors, alright. It doesn't impact my board. Alright, swing. I will play Chart of Course. I didn't hit another land that is nightmarishly bad. Oh well. Oh, there it is. Go figure. Would have loved to have a Essence Scatter up this turn. We can't always get what we want. Okay, they killed what in my opinion, the incorrect creature, because I can still continue the engine. Oh, never mind. They had 2 removal spells. Never mind. Alright, I actually ran out of stuff to do. And I need something to do, so... Okay, that doesn't help. Well... Removal, removal, removal. Discard up to 2 cards, draw that many? I'm just going to counter anything ever. Oh, come on, man. Wow, that's... Okay, well. You got it. Literally just need a creature. There's a bunch of 1-minute cards in my deck. I've almost seen 1/4 of my deck. I've only seen 2 of them. What does that do? When it dies, blight? Okay, sure. Okay, let's not deal with that. I found a way to put counter. No, this blights though, doesn't it? Or it undoes my counter. I wonder if I can incentivize them to put the counter on the ledger shredder, where I would kind of prefer it. So I'll play it pre-combat. But they have to block. How do you not block? What? What? Okay. I feel like they had to block, right? Like, surely you blocked her? How do you not block? Huh. Okay. There is no... I think I have to Tails End this trigger, so I still have enough power to swing. It means I can't cryptic command this turn cycle, but I'm gonna just try to stop this. Oh, I can still cryptic command, never mind. Oh, no, I can't, because I lost the ledger shredder. Right, the entire premise of... Right, never mind. I'm not drawing. There was no way to draw it. Surprised they didn't cast their commander here. I feel like that might have been better, because they just seem to not care about the engines getting started, and I'm not sure I agree with that, but... Well, I don't know my opponent's hand, so... Alright, the engine is started. So we draw 4 cards a turn. Instead of less than that. Okay, if it doesn't interact with my commander, I'm not gonna do anything. So this commandeer, okay, sure. Let's zip out this thing here. I can also just activate it to completely get rid of it. Do that. Let it go. Alright, the wall has been presented. No longer need these. Suppose I'll still play one. Alright, now it's a matter of winning the game. But I'm drawing 4 cards to my opponent's 2 cards. So I think we're chilling. Interesting time to do that. Let's see if they pay 4. They do. Beautiful. All right. So counter and draw. I could have scried these to the bottom, but I think they're fine in play because I do have to bop my opponent to death. By using their sneak abilities? Oh, they gain sneak, I see. Alright, well you only have sneak when you swing. Thirst is okay. I mean, it's another card draw spell that I kind of wanted to take out of my deck. I didn't actually take all of them out. Well, I don't certainly need to cast it right now. Just wall of 1/1s. The pokes are real. Let's just pass. have 1, 2, 2.5 counters. Sneak is only when something swings, right? Yeah. I've never seen that card ever. Wait, what? That is gnarly. All right. That is pretty gnarly. Opponent just had no... they didn't do it for like 2 to cast another spell. They're just all in on that. That's pretty crazy. Okay. So we just pass. Do I have a no maximum hand size thing going on somewhere? If I do, I don't notice where it's coming from. Oh, it's just my commander has no max hand size. You'll have to excuse me, I haven't played this in a minute. Yeah, wall of weenies. Step aside, mono white. We're here with the death by 1,000 cuts. Okay. I mean, you say that, but I can still die. Like I said, when your opponent draws 2 cards a turn, sometimes you don't have enough counterspells. Sometimes you just don't have enough counterspells, but we're looking pretty good here. I could have just commandeered that, actually. It's not the most exciting thing to kill this, though. Sack that, destroy an artifact? This creature dies, destroy target creature opponent controls. Well, that's annoying. Alright, I'll counter that. This gives it Defender. Oh, wait, what are we doing here? We're sacking our own creature. Wow. Okay. Well, I get to censor that. Like I said, when you draw so many cards, a lot of the time you end up tapping out completely, and those spell pierce effects are consistently good, even late game, because you have so much mana and so many cards. I'll take a land, and I'll take a Malcolm. Bloop, bloop. Alright, we found the Everything Has Pseudo Shroud card. And I suppose I'll just cast this now? Why not? Replay a land. Alright, well, we don't have lethal quite yet, but it's exceedingly close to pretty much being over. It's over in 2 turn cycles, I think. There's still draws that are a problem. Technically. It's not one of them. Is it spell or ability? It's both. One, two, three, four, five, six. I think I should play Malcolm. No matter, like, what happens. They've kept my life total lower than theirs for a long time, this game. Alright, I guess they're over it now. I don't know what changed from the last time they cast his spells to this time. I guess we're done this time? Okay. Conceding is hard. Apparently I was my opponent's last opponent for the day. Beautiful. But if they had a sweeper, I have no answer to it. Sometimes losing is hard. I don't know what... A mono blue deck drew 2/3 of its deck. I don't think this is a surprising outcome. The opponent should just accept that they lost the game. I don't understand. There was a window where I was, like, not winning. They kept killing my stuff early, and I just didn't have anything to do, but they didn't capitalize on the lack of pressure. Losing is hard. Guess I just bounce that. That way they just have, like, literally nothing. Not that it matters. Apparently my opponent has an instant, and they didn't cast it. It has to be a new instant that they didn't cast, but I don't think it matters. I kind of hope it's lightning bolt so I can commandeer and then just kill them. Ah, beautiful. How's it going so far? Well, of the 2 decks I've played, I've won the 2 games I've played, I guess. What if I just do that? What if I play a new deck every game and we just play, like, a different deck each time? It's all proof of concept. Make your opponent butthurt that you lost against a mono blue deck that drew half its deck. And then, wait, what's the next thing we do? Did I play first sliver? No, I had to, I got up mid game. I got up mid game. There's so many decks I want to play in this midweek thing, so. But I don't have the time. Yeah, I didn't finish the game I played this with last time. I conceded early. I had to get up. Okay, Hamza... I don't believe there's a Hamza win on turn 3. Unless there is, but I don't think there is. Is there? I'm about to find out. That certainly isn't it. There's Valakut. Let's play that and this. Get the Mardu one? Yeah, it shouldn't matter. Unless I'm impressively bad at this. Blue, red, white, green, black. It's pretty hard to mess it up. Especially when the turn you go for it, you actually have 6 lands. Instead of, you know, less than that. Oh, well that makes it easy. Okay, so we're good. We're good. All right, we can lead with this, and now all we have to do is not whiff. We did not whiff. Malekith's already in play. I don't have to worry about mountains. How many mountains is it? It's 25 divided by 3 mountains, so 9. I think I've played 1 so far. Two. Alright, they're over it. Alright, yeah, this happening turn 3 is probably just the best deck. I don't know if there's anything in the game that's faster than that. I don't know. It's like a turn 3 win every time. Let's do it again. One more time. It's like a roller coaster. You gotta do it again, you know? Gotta keep doing it. Shieldred was interesting. Maybe not super interesting though. Oh, this one right here. This is the one I want to play. It has counter spells. It can actually impede my degenerate behavior here. Maybe it has a pretty high chance of doing so. This is the next thing I want to play. Oh, I love Ancient Ziggurat. I love it. Okay, they did not play their... What? Maybe they're respecting counter spells or something? Or respecting me having a potentially scary thing? I don't know. Wow, my opponent so far only has 1 blue source in play. Alright, there we go. What does that do? Alright. We win. Just like that. Just like that. Now I have to keep track of mountains because I don't have Valakut. Oh, the shoot. Forgot about that. I could probably play the ping lands instead of the lands that gain 1 life. And probably should. Yeah. Just to do, like, you know, what is that, like 10-ish more damage? Makes it a little bit easier. Because we don't have to worry about gaining life. Because this happens so fast. In this event. Oh, we could do it. Can you do it turn 2? You can turn 2 win with Gemstone Cavern. That's crazy. Oh no. I'm running out of non-mountains. Come on, Valakut. Where are you, buddy? You can do it. Come on. You can do it. Alec, please. We've been so nice to each other. Alec, what are you doing? Alec? Hello? Buddy? You alright there? Okay, well. That's that, I guess. That's unreal. Are you serious? Wait a minute. Did I have Valakid in play the whole time? Am I just dumb? Oh, I milled it with Tybalt's. Oh. I milled it with Tybalt's. That has never happened before. Alright, well, plan B. I've never done that. Whoops. That's funny. They didn't do anything with their commander this game. Yeah, I forgot my backup plan, did you, opponent? You thought you had me. Forget. Oh, yes, beautiful. All right, the roller coaster. I need another. I need another. They thought they had me. Little did they know. I'm prepared. All right, one more time. I can't help myself. That is a bit weird. I don't think I like these in this. I'm not sure I'm into those, but my opponent played one. Maybe they're just playing it because they didn't change their deck. Like, this could just be a land. Because every time you... Like, you're going to run out of lands fairly quickly in hand. So you might as well turn these into lands, I feel. And just have more lands so you very consistently hit 2 lands a turn. This is exactly what I'm talking about. It looks like they missed a land drop. This could have just been a land. Most people are probably not ever going to come to that conclusion, but I think they probably should. If this format was around for longer, you'd probably see that. And I am welcome to proving my point. Black, blue, white, red, green? Black, white, red, blue, green. I can do it with Godless Shrine. Again, if this was a land, it would just be a land. It would just be a land. Xanathar. Okay. Alright. Let's play... Let's hold the mountains, I guess. I don't know. I have one mountain in play. Okay, nothing of value was milled this time. Is it me or does Tybalt's Trickery always mill 3? Am I tripping? One, two, three, 4, 5. Six. I think that's 6. That might be 5. I might have counted one extra. Alright, they're over it. I didn't have to click it. There's always the chance your opponent just gives up and you don't have to click it. Surprised it hasn't happened more. But, sweet. Yeah, they played 2.5 cards. I think if they were simply just lands in your deck, my opponent would have just had these and this here as lands in play. And you wouldn't have to spend mana on them. And they could just do something else. This can tap for more, but you have to invest in it. So I'm not like too crazy on that one. And it seems like it's an evens only because of Garuda. Yeah, I just feel like Rampant Growth maybe not the best in this thing. I don't know. I'm open to proving it though. So I shall prove my point. That's what we're going to do next. I'm going to prove that you don't need Rampant Growth and probably shouldn't play it. Do I have a good Rofellos, or is this the Pauper one? This is the Pauper one. I don't know if I have an actual Rofellos deck. I don't think I do. No, I don't. Okay, what does Rofellos look like? As if I'm not going to try it. So, no mana dorks, because your commander is on turn 1 every game. Probably 45 to 48 lands. No 1-drops at all. You can play enough lands to maybe make exploration kind of cool, but I kind of doubt that. Willing to try it. It's only 2 card slots. 6 burgeoning exploration. Probably no Arboreal Grazer. This is different from the normal one. I will say that. So no really 1-mana cards unless they're a cantrip or something. Utopia Sprawl is mana neutral the turn you play it. Does that matter? That's quite interesting to optimize this deck. Worldly Tutor, Sylvan Tutor. That's interesting. Maybe Sylvan Safekeeper? It doesn't show up in the right turn. Also, sacking lands, maybe not a great idea. Because you can cast for fellows twice. You kind of have two shots at it, really. Oh, this is interesting. Two into four, right? 2 into 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If it dies, that. Are there any reasonable 4-drops? I don't think there are. I don't think so. Top 7, put a creature. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if blowing up one thing of my opponent's is great. And Tooth and Nail is not on turn 3. You can't do a turn 3 Tooth and Nail without Mox Amber? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you need Mox Amber. Or Utopia Sprawl. Or Burgeoning or something like that. Maybe that's okay. Okay, there's some ideas here. This is funny. I wonder if this is good enough turn 2. It might be, because the rest of the game, it's just completely egregious. So maybe it's fine. Same with Henge. I don't know what Vorinclex is doing. It might do something. There's no way you can play this turn 2 or 3. It has to be turn 4. It's not great, but March of the Ents could be good. I guess Gulta on turn 2? Turn 2 Gulta into whatever else is in my hand. Palaka Worm? What is Regal Force? Well, it's alright. Play it turn 2, draw 2. That's kind of lame. Alright, I'll play Sylvan Primordial just for the sake of it. What does this do? Devour Land 3. Yeah, no, I don't know. Skullspore Nexus is okay. And like 46 lands? Maybe more than 46 lands? So, Utopia Sprawl. Abundant Harvest is okay. I guess because I ran out of cards to put in my deck, I can start adding 6-drops instead of 8-drops. Or no, maybe... Ooh, it's hard. Because like 4-drops are weird. Because Rofellos, if it dies, I want to play it again. I don't want to play a 4-mana card, right? Does that make sense? Utopia Sprawl is unique here. Same with Mox. I think I'm going to play Mox. With those Tooth and Nail outs. Like what? I don't... Let's look at the 6s. Ogla. Rishgars? I guess Primeval Titan? Feels a bit strange, though. There's Eldrazi, but those are not turn 2. Oh, Godpharaoh statue. Ooh, hello. This is turn 2, and then from then on, let's see, like Raphaelos, this, next turn go to 6 if it dies. Still might just be really good. Ugin, Eldrazi. I forgot to look at colorless cards. Actually, let's do that now. I forgore. Cityscape. Those rare scenarios where these work. This one. I don't think the other Eldrazi are that enticing. Maybe Emrakul is. Feels like a bit too much. Well, let's add them and see where we end up. Sundering Titan on turn 2 can hose a lot of multicolored decks. Maybe Sundering Titan is good. Because again, you're playing it turn 2. You're playing Sundering Titan turn 2. Your opponent plays 2 lands of different types and they just lose the game, right? Oh, this is neat, huh? Defense of the Heart probably has play. Same with Harmonize. Every card we add has to take into consideration the midweek thing. Still not at 100 cards. I feel like I'm going to run out of optimal ideas before I hit 100 cards. 99. I mean, you can say it's going to go nuts, but the first sliver just beats this, right? Unless they specifically play Godpharaoh statue, I think the first sliver is still just better than this. I don't really expect most people to ever play it, to be fair. Kymil's weird. So was Mindslaver. It's a bit weird. Yeah, and this doesn't seem like there's enough cards that are like super optimal. Cantripping cards that like dig for creatures at this point then? There's just not enough 8 drops to fill your whole deck out. That's probably okay. I mean, as long as you have one, you're almost guaranteed to have at least one, right? It doesn't beat everything. If it has Cavernous Souls, it probably then does, but they can still counter your Tybalt's Trickery, so that's not true. Counter spells keep it in check. Like, it is actually very soft to counter spells. There's just nothing you can do. They just counter Tybalt's, you have no second chance at winning. But other than that, it's probably safe to win against like everything else ever. Because they can't really do anything. Like Tamiyo just does not care about the first sliver turn 3. Ever. Assuming they know what's going on. You can get them the first time if they tap out and not paying attention. Yeah, I don't... Okay, Primeval... Yeah, at this point, it just add, like, random stuff, because I ran out of, like, the sweaty cards, I guess. I don't think this is a Craterhoof deck. O'Hare can smack him, and turn into a land, I guess. Stuff like Nissa is kind of neat because I do technically play 2 lands a turn, and then I can like use that trigger to find. Well, I at least have 1 elemental. Is it that Sylvan Primordial? Well, it's something. I could full stop just add more lands. I could go up to 50. I could probably go higher than 50. Skewed Swarm can start to win turn 3. Mossborn starts to win turn 5. So maybe they're valid too. I don't know if this matters. You kind of skip over the Tireless Provisioner, honestly. Tifa without ramp spells, probably not doing much. Giant Hydras. Are there any interesting Hydras? There is this one, because you just pump it like twice and it's lethal. It doesn't have trample, but it's funny. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the few remaining cards options are a little bit redundant, so I can just do whatever. I really want all my lands to be forests, though, so not doing anything fancy there. Like, I don't think I even want Cavernous Souls. I actually 100% do not want Cavernous Souls. I want every land to be... Alright, you know what? Let's actually try 55 lands. It's really the only opportunity we'll ever get to do that, so... Alright. This is another deck for this midweek thing. I've played, what, 2 or 3 so far? 55 lands, not many opportunities to get away with that, but this midweek thing lets you. You play Rofello's turn 1, and then next turn you play 2 more lands, because over half your deck are lands, and then you play an 8 drop on turn 2. I know that sounds insane, but I still think the first sliver is just better, because there aren't many turn 2 things Rofellos does to actually stop the first sliver from just winning, other than, what is it? We were just talking about it. Godfirst statue, or it taxes the first sliver and Tybalt's Trickery and Cultivator Colossus. Yeah, it taxes all 3 spells, so that helps you. But apart from that, yeah, you just try to untap with this and win, just like you normally would, except this time you always win when you untap with it. If this dies, you can cast it 2 turns in a row, which is just absolutely nuts. So you have like kind of 2 shots at it. And then after that turn, you even have more mana to cast things that cost more than simply 8. I don't know if I like all the Eldrazi, but might as well try them, right? After a certain point, it gets a little crazy. You can have 9 drops on turn 2 with Mox, Amber, and Utopia Sprawl. The only reason this one works is because the second land you play can be enchanted, and you can still cast Rofello's turn 1. If it wasn't the case, this wouldn't be in here. But another reason I want to play this is to prove my point that I don't think you have any reason to play Rampant Growth. Your Rampant Growth should just be a land. You just draw more. Like every time you would run out of lands in your hand, you're gonna wish that those ramp spells that you cast earlier were just lands in your hand. Unless you're really blitzing for some kind of specific thing, like a 5 drop on turn 2 or something, instead of simply a 4 drop. But I just think you really don't want ramp spells, even in a Garuda deck. I don't think Garuda would necessarily play a bunch of mana rocks. I could be wrong about that one, though. Willing to prove that point as well at some point. I don't know. What do you mean? Oh, I heard it. Where do you have a deck name that? All right, there we go. Do-do-do-do-do-do. But Garuda could prove me wrong. I kind of doubt it, but it could. I could be proven wrong. But I'm not super wrong about that. I wonder if, Rowan's weird though. Rowan's a weird one. We can try it. It feels weird. I think I mulligan this. I want at least 3 lands in my hand to feel comfortable. I am on the draw though. No, I'm gonna just mulligan. My hand doesn't matter. It's just the lands. Because all I need is 1 spell to do stuff with. That's all that matters. I just need 1 spell. I don't need anything else. Let's see, is there removal? There is no removal spell. Okay. Like, you do this twice, and then you can start doing other things if it doesn't work. That is a reason to play more 6-drops. That really is a reason to do that. I'm going to play something more threatening than Rofellos, so it has to be dealt with. Ugh. Nah, it's a monocolor deck. Let's do you. This means if Rofellos does die, I'm just chilling for the rest of the game without it. And Primeval Titan is probably a must-answer threat from my opponent's perspective. So this is the turn where First Slaver would just win. I can't do anything about it. Yay. Not gonna block, obviously. We have another. Okay, we do. Wow, Hive. That's crazy. 12 mana turn 3. How about 8 mana turn 2? I don't care about turn 3. I don't care about turn 3 at all. Unless this dies. Okay, yeah, I think I want more 6s, because if this dies, I want my turn 3 to have 6 mana plays. So let's just swing. Because I want to. 10? How much mana do I have? 10 plus 8, I have 18. 18 mana. Down to 13? Let's just do this. I'm just gonna do this. Vorinclex is in play, so opponent needs something crazy to... Alright, they're over it. Just how he drew it up. Look at that. Yeah, maybe no Harmonize. Or if there's a 6-minute equivalent. There might not be a lot of 6-minute options. I'm not playing Carnage Tyrant. I mean, we already looked at 6-minute options. There's another Rofellos at 6 mana, but I would probably just play Rofellos turn 3 again instead of this. Oh, I've totally forgot about that. All right, never mind. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, we don't actually have to change anything. Okay, I was just wrong. For some reason, in my brain, I thought if this dies twice, it's over. Because you play it turn 1, and then you can play it turn 2 for 4. But you can play it turn 3 for 6 mana. So you can always play Rofellos. every turn. I completely spaced that. I don't know why my brain broke after the first two, but you can play it every single turn. Your opponent must deal with it effectively every turn. And then eventually, you're going to have so many lands in play anyways that... Okay, if that's the case, I want more than 55 lands. Maybe Harmonize can come out? 57? Alright, let's try 57. I just totally spaced that logic. I don't know how. I'm just typical green player, can't think. Just completely spaced that. I really don't know why. Maybe I just thought it was just over in a different way, like my opponent is just gonna like win now because it died twice, but that's not the case. That's not the case. All right, we found the answer. Just play more lands. This is okay, I guess. All right, Rafellos, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. Do we have the blue answer? We do not have the blue answer. We have the put a land... Okay. Sure, it falls under the I don't agree with it thing. Let's blow up one of their lands? No, let's just tuck one of their lands. Actually, we could just be completely degenerate and do this. We could just do that. There we go. I feel like that... Yeah. I feel like that, that might be a little bit better than anything else I could do. Oh, yes. 57 lands. 57 lands. Surely we can get up to 60. Surely we can do it, right? Wow, someone out here playing mono white. Crazy. Yeah, I could cut the Hydra, you're right. I'm not even going to read what that does. Not even going to read it, opponent. You can have it. Until the moment in which you no longer do, which is right now. Okay, they didn't concede. I feel kind of bad, because I'm going to also deal with that. Oh, but I want a tooth and nail. No, 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 no. Okay, they're over it. They need a little bit more convincing that this is 100% over. Oh, no. Oh, my. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is amazing. I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast. A blast. Man, I gotta find more time for the rest of the midweek, the later on, tomorrow and the next day. Because I normally don't stream Wednesday, Thursday. But I want to play more of this. This is hilarious. I want someone to play Leovold and see if it totally hoses something. It can. Oh, Leovold. Leovold actually stops the first sliver because you can't draw with Cultivator Colossus. Leovold actually does it. We're building the meta as we play. What is this? Yarok? What is this? Creature deals combat damage. Okay. Oh, someone playing Tireless. Oh, they didn't have a land. They didn't have a land. If this was a land, could you imagine? If it was a land. I will now kill... Actually, we can play this. Right. Yeah, let's kill that thing. I don't really care about this at all. And I don't want them to draw into lands and then explode with Provisioner, so... I just don't care about this. Okay. They did draw land. I'm gonna blow up that Panharmonicon. That's what I'm gonna do. Yes, sir. I suppose I'll also kill this thing now before I can't kill it. Oh, these are actually really similar. I missed 2 damage. I missed it doesn't matter. Kaya's Oath Swarm? Does that do it too? I don't know what it does off the top of my head. Isn't that the Lightning Helix? Oh, you're just saying the card my opponent just played. I didn't read it. Yeah, you're right. I didn't read it. I didn't read it. All right, let's swing. Because I'm not going to play anything other than Godfrey's statue here. I don't think there's a reason to commit more to the board. My opponent's dying, and this shuts down most of the things I can do. Also, Cityscape is lethal with haste. Oh, I just missed lethal. Oh no, because then this can't swing. Never mind, I didn't miss lethal. They'd be at 1? They'd be at 1 life. Okay. Opponent's playing Cultivate. Beautiful. Oh, let me cast the World Spine Worm. Oh, opponent. I had 18 mana? With the 2 lands, I had 20 mana that turn? Opponent. I wanted to cast my worm. I can't help myself. I just want to keep doing it to people. Surprised I only have 4 lands? Well, they played ramp spells. See, this is what I'm talking about. Don't play the ramp spells. Don't play ramp spells. Okay, we have a challenge. We have a challenge. Let's see what happens here. Alright, it's also the first game where I have exploration, and it already looks kind of questionable, but I'll still keep it. Because it's another Rofellos, sort of. And I can start to cast, like, genuinely scary things. See how we fare against this. At least that doesn't matter. I wonder what this is doing. What does this do in this format? I feel like this doesn't do anything. What are you tapping down in this format that you care about? You get to cast like sweepers starting turn 2. I feel like there's nothing you're ever interested in tapping. But I don't know. My opponent knows. They did this in my upkeep. Not really sure why. They said, oops. Okay. Maybe a misclick? Okay, well, that was weird. You got it. Go ahead and play this. And that. Alright, well, what do you got? Dash Ragavan? I see. Makes sense. Okay, well, I have absolutely no idea what they accidentally did or didn't do, but if they killed Rofellos, I'm still kind of just chilling. I have so many lands, I could just do something else. Obviously, with Rofellos, I explode, but I really don't think I needed Rofellos. I am just so far ahead with any giant explosive threat. But I don't really know what they were thinking about. You have to choose this, so it wasn't like they misclicked it. I don't really know what's going on. It wasn't silence, it wasn't swords. If it was a remove, I don't know. But I survive a removal spell, that's my point. Like, they kill it, I'm still just absolutely chilling. Sweet. Alright, one more time. And then we'll play something else. Also, I kind of liked Explore there. I think I did. Because eventually it's not like I can play 3 lands a turn. Because I'll run out of lands. And I can only draw 2 cards a turn. So maybe they are wrong. Maybe they are wrong. What is this, Lelia? Lelia is a combo deck, isn't it? But it has to have the combo piece in its hand. But it is a combo deck as far as I'm aware. Although they're running Mutavault and Arena, so it probably isn't a combo deck, because this doesn't make any sense. Well, they committed to casting it, so... Alright, it doesn't seem like it's a combo deck here. We'll see if they are willing to play it out after I kill it. Looks like they are. The combo version can't combo on turn 2, though, right? Isn't it turn 3? Because you need 5? Well, it's definitely not the combo, right? It had this. Because you play Lelia, turn 2, but you need more mana than that to continue the nonsense. Ugin's Labyrinth. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm here for it. Oh, unlucky. So I have 10 mana. I don't think there's any conceivable way in which I lose after casting this. But we shall see. Okay. I didn't think so. Yeah, it uses this discovery. Yeah, so it can't win on turn 2. It's just another turn 3 kind of deck. So far, the way in which a combo would win, Rofellos is the fastest with doing it turn 2. All the other ones are kind of turn 3, but this one has the ability to die and stuff, but it has the pivot of surviving that and just starting to play the things. But that does mean it's weak to the turn 3 combos. Sweet. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong about exploration. Because 3 lands a turn. Yeah, okay, I just had to see it get played out. These are wrong. And I guess I'll take the Hydra out. Oh, no, I didn't. Did I? Oh, I already took out the Hydra. Okay. 15. Come on, there's got to be a way to get another land in here. Maybe no Abundant Harvest. No, this is good. Because it can sift through like 60 lands in my deck and find an actual thing to do. Well, unless I hit one of the other 2 really bad things, I guess. I don't think I like Great Henge, actually. Because most of the cards I just draw are lands, and I don't really care about having a backup or value. So there we go. We did it. 60 lands. I found it. All right, one more time. I got to play with 60 lands. We got to do it. Well, the problem with exploration, again, is I can only draw 2 lands a turn. That's it. I can only draw 2 lands a turn. I'm going to play them every turn extremely fast. It just doesn't seem like I'm playing enough. Drawing enough lands. I'm going to run out of lands. All right, we have the uphill battle. It's a mono removal deck, and it was on the play, but we shall see. I don't even know what that is. Oh, okay, sure. Well, I'm going to keep doing that every turn. Again, 60 of the cards in my deck are lands. Ideally, I draw 2 lands a turn. See, this is a spot already where having exploration wouldn't be good. I'd already be, like, kind of out of gas here. Oh, well. Having drawn those, I kind of... These would be in play right now, let's say. Oh, I'll just do it again. These would be in play, and I'd have 8 mana. Okay, this is a spot. This is a spot where exploration would do something other than Rofellos. Looks like they ran out of answers. Exile a card? Okay. Defense? That doesn't actually even do anything. Exile their own graveyard. Looking for Solitude? Probably looking for Solitude, yeah. Okay. Let's, I could blow up 2 of their lands with this thing. And then if it dies, it blows up 2 more. Nah, let's just ruin their day. Let's just ruin their day. Utopia Sprawl. Well, that's a funny top deck. I mean, most of the time it's going to be a land. Mox Amber. Bruh. That was like a 1 in 1,000. But alright. We take those. Alright, how do we destroy our opponent's life here? Final Showdown. Let's play a land. I can play 2 lands, Final Showdown, destroy their own commander, leave it in the graveyard. Right, spree 5, 6, 7. All creatures lose all abilities. And then... decline? Exile it. Decline. Alright, there you go. No Ketramos. No Ketramos. No Ketramos. They can make a 1/1 Ketramos, but that doesn't permanently do anything. Also, I can just blow that up. I suppose I will, just to keep it going. Yeah, I should Primal Command this. I think. Let's see. Tuck. Rid of that. Let's get... I have 5. I can just get this. Or this. This is indestructible. Sure. Okay, a bit odd. Well, the vast majority of my deck are lands. I think blowing up 3 of their lands with Sundering Titan is just better than Ulamog with Annihilator. It's kind of similar. We shall see. Portal. Well, that's good too. Not necessary though. Yeah, I think I want to blow up their lands. This is a very annoying thing to deal with. Because it happens twice. And I'm going to say it still somewhat matters to exile stuff. Or blow up lands. Like land count still somewhat actually matters. Well, they know about Ulamog, so that's not a long-term solution to anything. I can blow up my own Sundering Titan, I guess. Wow, they just blow it up for me? What? Okay. You can't steal Sundering Titan. You're gonna blow up your own lands. Well, I mean, you can steal it, but you can't make one. Because you're gonna blow up your own lands. So I can play Portal. Oh, I can play this first, actually. Hold on. Alright. The army of 3/4s hath begun. I could still blow up the... No, we're going to do this because they can't exile both creatures with the Ghost Vacuum, and then I can start to actually steal them. I don't think I need to worry about the God Pharaoh statue. Okay, they just immediately do this. This doesn't... I mean, this blows up your own stuff. I really don't understand this. You have to target your own lands. That seems wild to me. They just don't want me on 13 lands. Alright, I don't get it. I'm not ever doing that, but... yeah, you know what? Why don't we share? Why are we're sharing, right? Let's take your... Sheltered by Spaghetti Noodles and a removal spell? Because why not? Alright, well, look at that. A grindy back and forth game where it wasn't over immediately. Rofellis was blown up, and I still just was in a leading position basically the whole game. It's hard for them to come out of this, and Sundering Titan was just insane. I feel like they just blew up their own lands for kind of no reasons, but even if they didn't do that, I don't know what else they could do. I don't even care about this. I'm just so far ahead here. Yeah, I don't think if they had Catch Ramos, much would be different, other than at some point along the way, I would have started to have taken, what is it, 4 damage a turn? Which is probably survivable, especially when I start making 3/4s. So, sweet. Cool. Yeah, our deck lists. Yeah. All right, let's play. Let's play something else before I get addicted. I want to play more of that, but we can do something else. I do want to play this thing. Whenever you draw your first or second, put an initiative, and then when you draw a second on each turn. Maybe I'm not as enthralled with this as I think I am, because you don't actually get extra triggers with the midweek event. Whenever you draw your first or second, oh yes you do. It's not and or. Yes you do. You get two. Never mind. My opponent even played it. I should know this. All right, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. You may cast an artifact from familiar hand list. So let's see. What about mono green fellows? Oh no. Put it on the docket. Midnight Clock is a bit odd. That tome can be depressing. What are even like the good artifacts? I don't even know. Like, what am I trying to do with this? Praying? Oh, I completely forgot about Staff of Domination for Rofellos. Oh, I completely forgot. Oh, okay. Well, now I have to play it again at some point. Hmm. Not too many crazy artifacts, unfortunately. I don't have any lands either. Should be playing. Probably 45. Maybe even 50. I do want to play two lands forever. Hmm. Hmm. I guess counter spells? Or spike. Oh, that's not how that's spelled. No, probably not 60 lands. 55 at the most. Maybe 50 at the most, actually. Yeah, probably 45, 50. Somewhere there. Well, this is technically a land. Malcolm is interesting, I suppose. Archdruid's Arm can draw on my opponent's turn. That's probably likely to do something. These are okay. Flare is weird because I don't want to sack my commander. Sometimes I might just have to, though. I still like Cryptic Command. 50-0-0. Huh? Yeah, we're just kind of lacking appealing artifacts, unfortunately. Not much I can do about that. Crowd Gen's kind of cool. I can cast on my opponent's turn and then trigger my commander, so. Yeah, we're just super lacking in artifacts that are like exceptionally nice. Water crystal's alright, I guess. We could try the water crystal. Oh, it's a face. I don't think I've seen that one before. I'm too used to that symbol being like your win rate, like your O and O kind of thing. Yeah, I have Engine One Ring already in here. Yeah, Domination doesn't have to go infinite. You can still try it. You gotta pay more attention before you say duh. We're not discarding down to hand. Yeah, we're not discarding down to hand size. If we are, we're probably winning or losing. Probably winning. Is this good with on its own? I'm gonna try it. I guess Cosmos Elixir. The fact that I just don't want to play well, again, the mana rocks are found in playing more lands. How many? What would that do? 55 lands? That seems like maybe too much. Yeah. Let's try 45. Or, excuse me, 50. Every other card being a land is probably good here. Maybe 51 just to be cute. Oh, I forgot about God's Pharaohs. Oops. Planar Bridge is fine. I don't really like Nexus. People like it all the time. I never really like that. I guess Meteor Golem's kind of cool. Endstone. Immortal Sun is weird. It might be fine. There's this thing which I also don't really like. Can play it anyways. Can play it anyways. Hmm. Repurposing Day. Yeah, there's Fabricate. No Tinker. Go down lands then. This is a pile. There's two whirs, right? There's whir, and then there's other whir. Mystical tutor? What's the other one of this? Surely it's in the game, isn't it? Maybe it isn't. I thought there was another whir. It's like blue, blue X. Sack an artifact. Look for an artifact. I guess it's not in the game. It would be right next to this. I've never seen this card in my life. Huh. I could put that in the Vinzuvix deck. And then draw like 6. Swing with a bunch of 1/1s. Alright, well, we found reasons to take out islands. Not upset with that. Alright, send it. I don't know. Bullet round. Murata. Artifacts. Draw 2 lands. Play 2 lands. Trigger it twice instead of once. Huge. I don't have a bunch of stuff to trigger it on my opponent's turn, which is a bit weird, but I'm going to try to just not think about that right now. I have absolutely no idea what I'm up against. Yeah, I think it's 47. When it attacks, something blah 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 blah. Choose target creature. Okay. Okay, sure. Alright. I didn't draw another land. That's like really annoying and sad. Such is life sometimes. They did not turn to their commander. Sure. Come on. Something doable, please. That, I guess, counts? Right? I can get the 1 ring. Mystic Forge? No, we can probably just do this thing. Yeah, because everything I want to do is found in this card here, so I'll do that. Arena of Glory. When it stacks, choose our creature control, then roll a d20. Perforos. Okay, that doesn't swing. Ragavan, sure. I probably block this, right? I don't actually know. Yeah, I think I block this. I'm gonna say that's right. Maybe it isn't. Oxhammer, does that help? Yeah, is it reshape? Maybe I'm thinking of reshape. I don't know. Well, we have worm coil, so I don't have to think about anything, right? Well, I have to cast something still. Yeah, alright, so I cast something on my turn like this. Oh, this also leaves up mana leak. Looks like countering that chain lightning was quite significant. Who would have guessed? Oh hey, that works too. Why not? I'll take your Ragavan. Or I'll kill your Ragavan. I like that. I could have drawn 2 cards. Because now they don't have an attack to get, like, cyberbullied by Wormcoil. But I still have it anyways. Okay, this is not what I would be excited to do right now. Oh, you gotta move phases. I got a blue. You gotta move phases. You gotta move. Tragic. Tragic. Had to change phases. Didn't do it. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Alright, well, let's play the probably can't lose the game when it's in play card. Alright. Oh, should have tried harder, opponent. Should have tried harder. Should have tried harder. I mean, my life total is technically stuck at 13 forever. So it is lower than what Wormcoil would be doing. But I'm drawing so many cards a turn that I probably can't lose here. Just sitting at 13 forever. It is kind of sketchy, though, if they swing with this thing and stuff. They have Arena of Glory. 13 is not, like, super safe. Maybe it's wrong to play this? It might just be wrong and just have a higher life total instead. But it probably doesn't matter because I'm drawing so much with it that I can just find a way to just absolutely win anyways. I don't know. Get muted. Get dunked on. Should have been better. Wait, is Reshape in the game? I don't know if I asked that. I think that was the card I was talking about. I feel like I already asked that, though. I don't remember. Opponent does not cast their commander. Draw a card, then discard a card whenever you discard whenever. Okay, I'm going to make you feel like you wish you did cast your commander. I can cast my commander 2 turns, or twice in this turn. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Opponent knows I can do that. Let's play Midnight Clock. I guess. I don't need it. I just resolved, okay. Sure. Maybe there was no counter spell, or it just wasn't worth casting. I really don't know why they didn't cast their commander turn 1. Whenever you discard 1 or more artifacts, make a Power Stone. Okay. We're kind of doing similar things, except my opponent's stuff sticks around and mine does not. Also, it doesn't really matter, because by the time you have enough Power Stones, you can kind of just do whatever you want. Okay. Interesting. I like it. let's just pass. I can play this. No. There's no way I'm not keeping these up, right? Oh boy. Might be buckling up for an adventure here in a second. They could have already cast that thing, so that would... They got rid of a land. Interesting. They got rid of a land. Huh. Okay. Treasure hunt? Oh. Oh, okay, I was wrong about the land thing. Wrong about that. Alright, too easy. Should have played around an opponent. How does this work? Okay, that's how it works. Any of these finds you the other ones, but you need one of these though, right? Because if you have this, you can't cast it. It has to be the last one you cast. So you need, when are you no land? If you have no lands in hand, seek a land. Otherwise, seek 2 non-land cards, and then seek new knowledge. Yeah, so you need one of these two. Otherwise, what you're doing doesn't work. The problem with combos like this does help you loot, technically, and you draw more than one card a turn, so, like, why not give it a shot? But you 100% every time need one of these, and that makes it a bit awkward. Whereas Crucius, you just cast Crucius, and that sets up your giant mountain explosion combo. But this one, you have no consistent way of finding these cards. So, oh, alright, we have the answer. I was playing around things that did not exist. We buckled up for no reason. Corner store was right down the road. I'm on the play this time. Look at that. I'm not going to cast Malcolm. Turn 2 Thalia and Gitrog. That's exciting. You may play an additional land. Oh, I guess it's 3 lands a turn. And then the rest of it doesn't feel crazy. Actually, you know what? It doesn't at all feel crazy anyways. We'll see what happens. I think the first question is, do they have a removal spell? Probably cast it again anyways if they do. I think so, yeah. I'm not going to go for Malcolm. Maybe Malcolm shouldn't be in here. It doesn't draw on my opponent's turn. It might just be better off. Like, if it was Opt right here, we could trigger our commander and whatnot. Maybe that's just better, I don't know. 2 tap lands of an interesting variety. Play land and do nothing. Tapped Temple Garden. Okay. Huh. Pillage the Spaghetti, probably for a land. I mean, 100% for a land. Is this another deck that's, like, not doing what it wants to because of the land? You really shouldn't get mana screwed in this event. Really should play into the event. In my opinion, at least. I think I've been the better for it, and I haven't really seen anyone else do it, so I'm kind of surprised. Can I just crack this without targeting anything? Okay. This triggers this twice, right? Oh, that's huge. Yeah, Cryogen Relic was a really good idea. Look at that. Look at us go. Let's Let's go ahead and just play this. Oh, I should have swung with Malcolm first. Whoops. Forgot I had other ideas I could do. Tragic. This. Something good? Rip. They brought in the brawl list. Well, I'm sure most people probably are doing that. It is the path of least resistance, to be sure. But hey, they have Lotus Field. I feel like no, because they wanted to hit a land. I was gonna say plotting that would be probably okay, but I'm going to assume they wanted to hit a land. They've played like nothing but tap lands, including Temple Garden. A bit interesting. Opponent is having a really tough go of it, apparently. I don't really know why. Okay. How did they get a second shifting woodland? Oh, it's Echoing Deeps. I think this is the first time I've ever seen Echoing Deeps played ever. And my opponent is Omega punished for playing nothing but tablands. Beautiful. I can find an 8 with Fabricate. I don't really like any of my 8s. Maybe I just take Godfrey statue? No, we want a card draw engine. We absolutely want a card draw engine. So... Alright, I regret playing my land first, but I absolutely want a card draw engine. Get rid of... That makes that easy. Okay, let's play Dark Ritual. Can still play a land, I think. Yeah, I will play a land. And then we just chill at 16 forever? Or 13, excuse me. I'll take that. Alright. All of my spells draw a card for the rest of the game. Well, ideally. I'm really just... Like, they're just... Every land they've played is tapped. That I don't know if I like that. Whenever a land you control enters... I don't even want to counter this. Okay. That's fine. I don't really like that much. I'm just going to cycle Lightning Bolt. Why did it not tap that? I clicked it. Game, please. Oh yeah, also all our lands tap for draw a card as well. Okay, let's go ahead and cast Mindslaver? Can I activate it right now? Yeah, I can. Suppose I will. See what's going on over there. And then... Oh, I could have made a second Mindslaver. Is this a legend? Oh, it is a legendary. Tragic. Let's... Because I have my opponent's turn stolen, I'll just do this on... Oh, why are they all legendaries? Everything's legendary! Alright. Cosmos Elixir it is. We're gonna scry for days, because I can never draw with it. Because I just can't. Alright, what do you got over there? What are we working with? What are we working with here? Not sure what Mondrak's up to, but it's certainly over there. I can decimate their lands like this, and then just fail to find. That's just absolutely backbreaking. Oh, I could escape shift it. Oh, oh no. I could escape shift. I could escape shift it. All right, whoops. Didn't even see it. Don't listen to me. All right, I think I'm still just impossibly far ahead. It doesn't matter, but I shouldn't have done that. That's super funny. I could have just escape shifted. You can get rid of the castable card, and then maybe that thing that gets them back. Oh, wait, no. Okay, apparently my opponent thought I, like, Emrakul'd them, and they gave up after I did that. But, I don't know, maybe they thought they had a turn after that? I'm not sure. But yeah, my opponent really just did themselves no favors by playing tap lands. I don't know how bad they are really, but you just have to kind of keep up with your opponent, who's going to, have 4 mana turn 2. And I don't know if the tap lands provide value in a way that makes me want to play them. But the Lotus Field is nice. There's things you can do with this that I like. I just didn't really get to see them. Ice Till could reanimate what they sacrifice and whatnot. Ice Till just in general is probably pretty good here in this thing, because you play an extra land, and you'll always have that land because it's going to come from the graveyard. So it's not like you have to play 3 out of hand every time. But, sweet. Yeah, I forgot about Scape Shift. I just didn't cast it. I forgore. What's another deck I can play? Have I lost a game today with any deck? Like, full stop. Have I lost a game yet today? I didn't lose with Orphelos. I didn't lose with the first sliver. Got close. I haven't lost with this. Did I play a 4th commander? Why am I thinking I've played a 4th commander? First sliver, Orphelos. What was the other commander I played? I'm getting old. What was the first commander I played with? Oh, Visivelvisver. Yeah. Which I think we only played 2 games with it. Maybe just 1? 1 or 2. Yeah, I have not lost a game yet. I think I recognize this person playing Cloud here. Yeah, the homunculus is the first one. Visvinsfurfur. Oh, opponent gets to go first? Oh, that's so bad for me. Oh, that's actually really bad. At least it isn't Rofellos. But still. If I had, like, 4 spike here, we're just, like, chilling. Gold Vein pick is a little odd. I don't get it, but I don't have to get everything. I don't have to understand all things that happen. It just gives you treasures really fast? Yeah, I mean, it does. It is what it does. And then you just get 2 treasures, but you're already playing 2 lands a turn. Of all the things my opponent could grab, I just can't say I'm upset that they grabbed this thing. Who knows? I'm sure there's a reason behind all that mana. So let's play Stone Cold Nothing, as is tradition. Get rid of... I could get rid of a land. I'm exceedingly likely to draw enough to play the whole game with them, so... Buster Sword? Well, I don't like that one. I don't like that one at all. Sheltered by Ghosts. Alright, well, I guess now we just lose. I didn't draw anything that matters. Yeah, I think we just lose now. I don't think I'm doing anything about that for the entirety of this game, so... Probably just lost from that single-handedly. Of all the things to lose to, I didn't expect it to be this. I'll just force spike anything, I guess. Word of Invention. Probably have one more attempt at casting this and having it matter, but that's pretty unlikely. I could have, like, stunned their commander, but I don't really like where that gets me, which is kind of just nowhere. They cycle a random thing that probably wouldn't do anything. Sure. What? Okay. Random combat trick, I guess. +1/+... Okay. That's a bit odd. I didn't have any lands. Well, I had this, but I kind of needed to cast it. This is a human? Hello, game? Please? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's play the stun game now? No, that doesn't... I kind of just have to do that. I just have to stun this. Like, there's no not stunning it. I just have to do this. And then pass. And assume that 1/1 doesn't kill me. Ooh. Okay. Yep. All right. That is what that is. So 5 block. Play a land. Repurposing Bay for a 3-mana thing doesn't... I gotta play a land here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have to play a land. So... Chimil? What could Chimil possibly do that matters? What if I left up Word of Invention? I'm gonna leave up Word of Invention. Search out for an artifact, the mana value X or less. Yeah. Probably have to leave up the counterspell. Plus 2/+1 in Ward 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Counter that. Counter just anything that they cast. Take 9. That's just a random hollowed priest. Okay. Whir for 2 is all I can do. And I don't think Whir for 2 does anything, so be it. I cannot cast One Ring? So... I have no idea what to do. I think I'm just dead. Copy their angel? Play Kymil? I can't cast the One Ring. I literally cannot cast the One Ring. Cast this, because there's nothing else to do with my mana. I can get rid of this now and find Nettle Cyst? That's a legendary. Yeah, that's a legendary that doesn't work. Okay, I can steal another thing, so it's harder to die. But I am dead in the air to 55 different cards, so... It looks like they played or drew 2 lands this turn, which could be useful. Okay, Commander's gone. But that didn't matter. I mean, you either do or you don't have it. I have to block. They can find another equipment. That is not what I would have anticipated them grabbing, but it does technically come really close to to stealing my turn. They have enough lands. Okay, but portals should stabilize. And I can eat Nettle Cyst. Is this a sorcery? It is. There's not any reason to not do this now, right? Yeah, I have to do this now. Or, I really should do it now. Let's find Cosmos Elixir? Because I want to gain life? Yeah, that's good. I should have ordered these backwards. Let's grab... I just want more... life? No, we can get the One Ring now. Yeah. I don't know if they're going to kill me. And that gives me another turn to just breathe. And then I can get Paradox Engine, but I don't have any mana rocks. So that doesn't bode too well here. Wow, the fact that Gold Vein Pick almost got me is crazy. I still can. Alright. Wow. Either there's no other equipment that works, or I don't know. Sweet. Of all the things to come really close to finally beating me today, I did not expect it to be Cloud Goldvein pick, but it did come close. That is interesting. It's a lot of mana, but with 2 lands a turn in a mono white deck, I don't know if Cloud likes this or has to go this route. Could just grab like Sword of Fire and Ice or something, and I would be about as screwed. Although that does cost a lot more to commit, and I would have been able to deal with that. I could not deal with this. So, sweet. Look at that. Super close. Got there. Super close. Super duper close. Ultra close. I want to put Staff in this Roll Fellows deck. Staff of Domination. Where is Staff of Domination? Suppose I could take out O'Hare. I don't really think I like Hornet Queen that much, actually. I feel like Hornet Queen doesn't matter that often. Alright, is there another deck I can play here? Kind of played all the things I wanted to. Cloud is cool. You can play it turn 1. You can't protect it too well, but it doesn't matter if you play it the next turn anyways. I feel like most people are not doing what they're supposed to do with it. Look, it just came out. All right, it's new. Most people are just uploading their list 30 on, not thinking about it. A server rack seems nuts too. A server rack seems so fast. Is it though? Let me think. I haven't played a server rack in, I think, 3 years. Maybe 4. It's been a long time since I played this. This is before we even had Ancient Tomb in the game. It's 1 ring, engine, mana rocks, and also engine, mana rocks. There's a lot of tutors since I played this last. We can try a server rack. Wait, why is it? Wait, is it changed? Is it changed? I see the alchemy symbol. What's different? Enters if you haven't completed. What is different about a server rack? What's the real one say? This is one of the commanders I thought about making on paper, but I kind of already have a combo deck on paper. The old Wombo Combo Zakama. No need for another. Yeah, I don't know what's different about a server rack. Remove his opponent's option to sack a creature on his attack trigger. Wait, he got buffed? When did this happen? Let me just read the real one. Why am I not just reading the real one? Just read the real one. Enters the battlefield, attacks for each opponent. You create a 2/2 unless that player sacks a creature. And then this one is create a number of 2/2s equal to the number of opponents you have. So that you always make a 2/2 and they cannot choose to sacrifice a creature. So I guess it's a lateral change, because sometimes you would like your opponent to sack creatures and you don't care about the 2/2. Probably most of the time you want the 2/2, but I've never seen that line of text have anything to do with a server rack. So I don't know what kind of decks are interested in playing it that I have not seen. But an honest to server rack seems crazy, where you actually complete the Tomb of Annihilation. It just sits there and chills. What turn is... Yeah, that's weird. That's so weird. So yeah, there's been a lot of... Wait, I can do this the fast way. Let me look at my server rack list from 5 years ago. Wow, that's crazy. 5 years ago, I played it. 5 years ago. Oop. Copy. Sybil Suburber what? Why was I playing Tendrils? Doesn't the dungeon just win? Why was I playing Tendrils? That was weird. Alright, well, no mana rocks. Amaze my tone, I guess, was okay. Azur's Gateway is nuts. No, I'm not doing that. Well, you still want mana rocks. Oh, alright, never mind. Because you kind of need the engine to untap something. Ugh. Ugh. Kind of not great then. Yeah, Davriel's another discounter. I don't think Davriel was in the game when no, it wasn't. I don't think the medallion... No, the medallions were absolutely not in the game. So. Valgavoth? No, Vargoth? Just for a tutor? So all the tutors ever... Oh, Dread Presence seems really nice in turn 2. Shoot. There's also reanimate packages like Buried Alive. Wow, it didn't even have Dark Ritual in it. One Ring wasn't in the game. Or Shield Druid or anything. Okay, so... No. 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 Probably not Soul Shatter, but we can see. Definitely not Phyrexian Arena. This seems like too many mana rocks. My longest win streak? Probably not, no. I've gone like... No. 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 My longest win streak was when it was either the 3rd or 4th month of Magic Arena's release when I got to a really high mythic rank every month. And I streamed that. I won like... I won for like 6.5 hours straight with a Blue-White Teferi Nexus of Fate deck. I just didn't lose. And that was back when I streamed for like 6-7 hours at a time. I just didn't lose for a whole day. The games are slower because I'm playing a Blue-White Nexus of Fate deck, but never lost. In this format, I think Jin Cataxius is the record. I went like 14-2. I got my first loss after 14 wins, I should say, rather. I blitzkrieged all the way to wins. I think that's what happened with that deck. Right when Jin Cataxius came out. It was one of the first videos I released that had over 1,000 views. And I think I made a a gin and tonic reference in the title. Could be wrong about that. I'm an unreliable narrator. My own life. Return another artifact. So this is for when my stuff dies. I'm not worried about that. Man, my headspace was very different 5 years ago. Well, to be fair, the format was radically different 5 years ago. Faceless agent. So yeah, we have Medallion. I suppose Davriel. More tutors. Even search for Escanta. Not a search for Escanta. Yeah, Entomb's okay, probably. I think the Buried Alive package is worth it. I could be wrong about that. I don't know about Opposition Agent. Not feeling that one. Yeah, Creation of Avacyn, I mean. That's what I meant. Beseech is new. Cruelty. I don't know about Runescarred Demon, but I can play it anyways. There's probably a saw. Is there? Let's say you Hoarding Broodlord reanimate it, saw in half. Then what? You get Paradox Engine, Mana Rock. Not really going to cast those reliably though. I'm sure there's a saw in half something there. I just don't know what it looks like. Solemn Simulacrum is probably better off as the new one or the Hearthstone one. If I even bother with this. Seems a little weird to play this on turn 2. Kind of. Ceremony? Oh, I didn't even add the medallion yet. I didn't look at ceremony. This thing, Sybil. Oh yeah, it's just a heartless summoning. Yeah. Do we have heartless summoning? Thought we did. Guess not. More of these. Even more of these. Okay, saw in half, reanimate. Do those things just get in the way? Tendrils is... Why is Tendrils in here? Can I storm off without... a Sararac? What was my... I'm not going to go back and watch my video, but, like, did I kill someone with this? I know this makes the combo loop faster, but sometimes you don't even have 4 mana when you do your loop, and then you can't even... Oh, there's one of the dungeons that makes a treasure token. But you're looping the... If you're looping the dungeon, you cannot consider the dungeon combo loop with this because you're looping with the dungeons. You don't need this. Why was this in here? Other than I now can kill you faster. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. I'm not gonna put more thought into it. I just don't see it. I don't think I took out any combo piece that cares about tendrils. Maybe it was just to speed up the combo, but I don't know. Also, maybe the... No, it's still probably worth it. I don't know if I want Davriel. Even on turn 2. Do we want Davriel turn 2? I don't know. What's that other card? Saw in half, Dark Ritual, Sacrifice, Davriel. I think you want the One Ring? Okay, so I can just start shaving mana rocks. Azor's Gateway is a card draw. I don't care about that one. Maze Mind's Tome is me. Ornithopter, me. Sunset Pyramid, me. Land. I think the 2 mana rocks can be lands. And then the 3s can... See, it actually doesn't matter if the 2s or 3s are rocks. And if that's the case, you would probably prefer to play the 2s instead. I don't really know what I was just thinking there. So yeah, never mind. You would prefer to play the 2s. I suppose I'll commit to the 2s. Technically, Mox Amber does work. Excuse me. I'm not going to play Ornithopter. Oh, it looks like I had all of them anyways. Oh no, Iron Card. Yeah, not playing the Ornithopter or the Mirror. So let's get rid of you. Okay. I mean, I can still run Persist instead of... Why was this in my deck? Oh my... Was I drunk when I made this? Don't answer that. Persist. Maybe I was. Maybe it was on the sauce when I played this 6.5 years ago, but alright. Still the midweek thing. Asurax seems interesting. It is vastly different from the last time I played it. I don't even know what Tendrils of Agony was doing when I played it 6 years ago, so I'm going to have to go and look at the video. I'm not going to dig through it and find it, but we have Hoarding Broodlord, Sonhalf, shenanigans. But the entire point is you loop this, and you just loop the dungeon and you win. So with Paradox Engine and any discounter or anything like that, you just do that really fast. There's Davriel that discounts it. There's the Medallion. All of these were not in the game at the time. There's, I guess, Sibsriver Ceremony that does it too. You don't necessarily need a discount because you can just untap mana rocks anyways, but just another way of doing it. And yeah, this feels like it can win. I might need more than 43 lands though. This is the first time mana rocks are kind of like necessary. And normally, like I've been saying for the past all day today, is in this midweek thing, you don't really want these because you just would prefer these to be more lands, but you kind of need some to actually do the thing. So we shall see. Yeah, it looks like I was just playing a bunch of random cantrippy nonsense. Actually, I don't want that one either. Another swamp. All right, send it. Send it. So far, I think the best deck is still the Sliver one. I think of the 5 I've played right now. That's my 2 cents. Okay, this is the Flash one. What does this one do? Look at the top card. Flash and Flyers. Yeah. Flash and Flyers. I have no tutor. Oh boy. I think I should keep this. I can kill... Well, I'm on the draw, though. I'm going to mulligan. Oh, okay. Well, I don't want that. I can get rid of Buried Alive and just play Entomb. Thriving Isle? Jeez. I'll just run that out. Play this, play that, and pass. So I can Entomb for, I suppose... Oh, I don't even think I added Reanimate. Whoops. Can bury the Brood Horde thing. Opponent does not cast their commander. Do you have another land? Wayfarer's Baubles. Okay. Scrying and not using the bauble. Alright. Interesting opponents today. Double scry on top. Seems to be a consistent thing with this card. We'll scry 2. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, I put the wrong card on top. Why am I bad? Why am I so bad? It's all right. My opponent's doing some weird stuff over there. Maybe we have time. They're doing some weird stuff over there. Scrying and then shuffling and then scrying and then not cracking baubles and whatnot. I can't believe I just put that on top. This is like the second time I've misclicked in under a week. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I highlighted it and then it just like lagged and clicked the other thing instead. So I'm gonna throwing a flag on that one. So I can cast a server rack, float 4, and then do beseech to get the 1 ring or the engine. Actually, I couldn't even playing the engine here wouldn't even be that useful anyways. Maybe I just play this. And then coveted prize is okay. I don't really want to sack anything or draw. All right, yeah, I'm just chilling. All right, we're just chilling, hoping that there's not a wall of permission. What is that? Okay, that doesn't do much here. All right, we're shuffling the top, looking for another thing, I suppose. It's flash and flying. It's not instance. Mind Stone. Okay. Sure. Okay, that's... well, not in my hand. Let's play... this. If I sack the... no, I need the mana rock. I need the mana rock. Alright, let's go get our actual win condition, shall we? And then... get rid of that land. Something on top, please? Come on, game! Ugh. Okay. I can bounce the Fairy Seer to scry. Oh, there's scry 2 on top though, so no bounce value here. You shouldn't do anything. No, well, wait a minute. You scry 2 on top. There's no need to do this, right? Right? Was I wrong? Now they just swing for 1 less. Okay. Take that. Interesting. Wait. Whoa. Oh. Okay. Opponent's trolling me. they're Emrakul. They're mind slavering themselves. Okay. Let's see here. Play this. No. Play this. No, then I can't do everything I need to. So this. Let's play you. Have 2 left. That seems counterintuitive. Alright, I'm just going to run it out. I'm going to run it out and I'm going to ask my opponent, what are you going to do to my face? If they played optimally, quote unquote, I would still see my next turn, so it's not like they missed lethal or anything. And they did keep 2 cards on top, so I'm going to assume they're ideal cards. We shall see. Were those the 2? If those are the 2, maybe an odd ordering, because this draws that. You don't cast it off the top for free. I don't even know what that is. Tap up to turn. Controls each of those. Okay. So they can still crack the Mind Stone. Nope, not cracking the Mind Stone. What are we doing? Okay, we're just tapping the Mind Stone. Same logic, I guess. Alright, so... black. Colorless. Oh, that's not how that works. How do I do this? 1, 2, 3. Hold control, cast my commander. Cast this? No. Let that resolve. Let this resolve. Tap that. Black. And we're gonna scry 1. I might not have time to do this. Uh-oh. Cast it again. I need another thing to do here. Black, black. Get rid of that card on top. Not ideal. Treasure token. Go again. Tap. Tap. Okay, that does it. And... or rather, it should do it. So then QQ. Draw. Another land. Can I choose to, like... like that. Land. I can tutor up another mana rock just for the sake of speed, which I should absolutely do. Jet Medallion. Cast it. Okay, that should do it. Oh, that's also good. That was even an out. I don't think I have Damnation in here. Persist with Broodlord is good too, in my thing. Let's get rid of a treasure token. That is not what I wanted to do. I played the wrong card, as is tradition. This just makes it so I don't have to worry about roping out and passing without like wanting to pass yet. And I still probably don't die. And just make sure. But this is 100% to win. I just have to actually click through it all. We'll make skeletons. Why not? Skeletons are good. No more skeletons. No more skeletons. This is where Tendrils does make sense, so I don't have to do all of this, but that is still a card in your deck that is not the most optimal decision. We can go the Persist route here. Grab Saw in Spaghetti. Cast said Saw. Here. Not convoking. Could convoke, no reason to. Grab, I guess Pier? I can't play more lands. Can shore up any uh-ohs with that one. And just grab that. Yeah, why not? I'll just grab whatever, it shouldn't really matter that much. I can pass with just a significantly winning board state. And then not need to Ursura rack loop, which I might just rope out and run out of time to do anyways. Grab Bolus's Citadel. Oh no, I'm gonna run out of time. No. Please. No. I ran out of time. No, I ran out of time. Alright, well that's a reason to run Tendrils. I would have won if I just cast Tendrils. But we're still just winning. I don't really know what my opponent can feasibly do to stay in the game at this point. That certainly isn't it. Is there a Davriel that... No, there isn't. I don't have Shieldred in here either. Favorable winds, sure. Okay, well that had Flash. They didn't have to cast it there. Could have just waited. Oh, can I just cling spam? Oh, I can. Yeah. Suppose I'll gain life. And it's not really that spamming, I only do it once. I don't think I'm tapping the one ring. Tap, tap. Oh, look, it's Davriel. Which I think kills me if I cast it, so let's not do that. Land. Or Surak. And... this can't attack. That seems reasonable, right? I'll keep Davriel up there. Oh, you can just cast anything from exile? Okay, so it doesn't have to be the card that's exiled. Let's do this. I don't need this, so I'll just do the draw gain life thing. And then my opponent's stuff can get slightly larger, I guess. Now the one ring is safe because I gain life when I draw. I can also kill them with Bolus's Citadel. That is a thing I can do. Goodbye, Dread Presence. Fare thee well. Let's grab Pier. No. Something that doesn't... Well, I don't think there's anything that actually does kill me, so... Doesn't matter. Even a giant X spell would do it. Alright, I can see why I had tendrils in here. I can see now. It all makes sense. Now we just have to win the jank, slow, confusing way. I can peer myself? That seems weird. There's no other reanimate, huh? Oh, there's one right here. Okay. So get rid of a land. Put that to my... So I can grab... Can reanimate a... None of that. Dread Presence. Just a way to, like, win the game, because my opponent isn't conceding. And I've already played 2 lands, so... Alright, I think I'm out of things to do completely other than my commander. So... Start looping this. I'm not even going to look at my scries. And I have to do this about... 15-ish times? Because I have enough damage in play. Especially with the looping goblin each time. Okay, they're over it. I don't know what they made them not do it now. Like, they just... they could have done that a while ago. But we do have to click through all of it because now, after having played it, again, I haven't played this in 6 years. Tendrils just skips all of this. You just find it and you just immediately win. I believe there's a time limit of 5 minutes for your turn before it just auto ropes you and you can't like slow the rope down. I think it's 5 minutes. It could be longer, it could be less. I'm pretty sure it's 5. So you can kill them in 5 minutes. You can put a lethal board state in play and whatever. But if Surak players would know, if you can't win within 5 minutes, you probably just play Tendrils. I, in this spot, would have liked to have had Tendrils. You could play Shieldred, the Apocalypse, and then with Peer into the Abyss, target your opponent, and that would kill them, assuming you're netting mana. If you're not netting mana, and you're mana neutral with a Surak, then you have to just wait till you treasure token loop to do what I was just talking about, but it's still possible. With 5 minutes, you're probably going to find the other things to just kill your opponent. But a Surak itself is a lot of clicks. You certainly are going to time out in Magic Online, at least. I don't know about here. They're at 30 life. I do have a board presence that's probably not being dealt with. This deals, what, 4 damage a turn with 2 swaps? So, probably going to get there. But, yeah. Okay, well, I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to do that again. Yeah, if they cast Farewell, I think I honestly just deserve to lose. I am not playing that again. All right, I'm gonna end on Rofellos because after that I'm done. I gotta stop playing this. I want a Staff of Domination game. That's what I really want. I don't know why I want that. My opponent will just concede immediately, but I just want that. All right, one more. We can keep a loose hand, right? Yeah, we're keeping a loose hand. I could play till I lose, but there's no guarantee I lose anytime soon. was about to say, surely you have another land, please. Okay. Please have another land. Please. Do that. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. All right. Big chillin'. What's this do? When does this happen? Okay, all right. I like it. I like it. Liking. All right, let's do that in this, and then get. I could get a 4 here. Oh, opponent, what happened? I didn't get to do anything. I didn't get to do anything. All right. We're done. Oh, we're done. Let's just yap for a bit. I don't know how much talking I'm going to do. I played, what, 5 decks or something? I did not lose a single game across these 5 decks. I didn't lose a single game. Granted, I only played one with this one because it takes forever, and I took out Tendrils, which ended up being a mistake, but I still won. I think definitively this is the best, especially if the player base isn't playing a bunch of counter spells. This is a turn 3 win every game. Unless you whiff. You can whiff and draw one of these and then lose. But let's say, you're doing the thing and have the expected outcome of not whiffing by drawing this or that. Or actually, you can draw this and then just wait a turn to cast it. So you can actually still, do the thing. But apart from that, this is probably the best thing. It just wins on turn 3. I actually milled Valakut once and still had Maze's End to win on my upkeep. So I still had a way to win there. And yeah, there's Valakut and Maze's End. And this is a lethal threat that has to be dealt with because it's like an 80-80 or something. But I think this is probably the best. Rofellos, while it is insane, it does not have a... I hate this thing. This partner zone needs to go. It does not have turn 3 wins. Now, you can play an 8-drop on turn 2, but it does not beat the first sliver combo. Unless it's specifically the Godpharaoh statue. Other than that, there's really nothing you can do. You can play Staff and then do some infinite mana thing. How much mana do you need to go infinite? I think it's 5, actually. Pay 1 to untap it, and then tap, untap. Yeah, I think you need 5 mana. Pay 1, and then pay 3 to untap, and then tap it for 4 would be neutral. Yeah, you need 5, so this doesn't work on turn 2, which means it's not fast enough to beat the first sliver deck. If you're on the play, it is, because you see turn 3 before your opponent, so on the play this works. Which is kind of lame, but... that's how a coin flip victory, I suppose. But with that loop on turn 3, you could then just guarantee that you'll draw this by just looping your whole deck and then, doing whatever. You'll also put lethal in play while doing all that, so you'll always win. You can't primal command a land because the first sliver deck would play 6 lands and it only needs 5 on turn 3, so you can't tuck a single land and do anything. I don't even know if Defense of the Heart was that good. Actually, it didn't really seem that necessary. It could be another land. Could be another land. But yeah, 60 lands. I mean, shoot. You're not really going to find another time to do this. This is just great to me. I love the idea of that. But apart from the first sliver combo deck, I think Rofellos is probably the best thing. I do really like these 2 decks here. This one's pretty honest. It's as close as probably its baseline version, which, the more you can exploit the midweek thing, the better. And I think counterspells are okay, but when your opponent draws 2 cards a turn and you draw 2 cards a turn, usually having 2 things happen to your opponent's end outweighs you just always having like 2 counterspells for everything they're drawing. The person not playing counterspells is probably going to eventually get things to slip through. So It doesn't really favor the counterspell stuff, in my opinion. But when you draw 4 cards a turn and your opponent only draws 2, you're going to probably have enough counterspells to stop everything, and then you just poke them to death with the goofy things there. This probably would have liked the Curious Obsession and all the other auras that give it power so it can trigger its own engine if your other creatures die. So that probably would have been something I would have changed. But yeah, drawing 4, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Katara might just be better than this, but Katara doesn't really exploit the midweek thing, as much as this, in my opinion, at least. So I went with this one. And, I mean, this one's way cooler. I mean, look at it. It's a homunculus. Look at it. What are the other things I played? What was this? This was cool. I didn't trigger it on my opponent's turn that much. I will say Cryogen Relic is massive because it gives you both counters on your opponent's turn if you put it in play and then crack it. Like, that's just massive. But I wasn't playing all the cantrips and stuff to trigger this on my opponent's turn. I was all in on just getting 2 on my turn. And that means your deck can look very different because you're not worried about trying to draw cards on your opponent's turn. And that means you can add other things in your deck. And I think I was better for that, right? I think this is a preferred way to do it. You can do both. You can have the midweek thing, trigger it on your turn twice, and then have something else going on in your opponent's turn anyways, especially with like 2 lands on turn 1. You play a land, the next turn you cast Consider, or rather on your opponent's turn. You pass the turn, then you cast Opt, Consider, or something like that to trigger it. But things like Preordain and Ponder don't work because you've already triggered it twice from the midweek. Flourishing, Rites of Flourishing, whatever the thing is. So I would probably at least add Opt and Consider, I guess. Honestly, it's okay to do that. It doesn't destroy anything. But it's another way to have critical mass of lands and not feel too bad about it. But yeah, every time I saw a Rampant Growth or a Mana Dork or honestly even Exploration didn't feel like it was the right idea in this one. So I don't like Rampant Growth effects in this midweek thing. Every single time I saw one, I'm like, man, wouldn't it have been better if that was just another land in your hand? Maybe it ramps you 1 turn faster, but you're going to run out of lands in your hand, and then eventually you're going to have a turn where you either play 1 land or no lands. And on that turn, you're going to kind of wish the Rampant Growth was just a land. Sometimes there is a reason to do it, right? You want to play a 5-drop on turn 2. Okay, but if that's the case, you just put the Rampant Growth in your command zone, really, which is what Rofellos does. So, well, Rofellos does a lot more than that, obviously. But, yeah, so that logic is where I was at, and I think I was better for it, right? Again, I didn't lose a single game. Even in the Mana Rock deck, I didn't, but Ursura Rack, again, actually needs Mana Rocks to do the thing. Yeah, this needed absolutely needed this. I now realize why Tendrils was part of the plan. I could take a land out pretty easily there because it has so many Mana Rocks. But yeah, I think the Mana Rock package, unless you actually need it, you probably just don't want to run it. With Engine One Ring combos, it makes sense to run them, but I don't know what commander would like this that much in this midweek event. Maybe Krark, the Ninja Turtle artifact thing that draws. It's hard to draw a critical mass of cards with it because you draw so much a turn. But I mean, you can still probably vomit enough zeros in play to make it castable. But yeah, lands. This first flavor is just the best. It's just the best. If there's walls of counter spells moving forward, then it's going to struggle a little bit. But the games are fast, at least. If you want 15 wins a day, just do this. You know, if your opponent had a counter spell, move on. You're going to win really fast. This is one of those few moments a year where a midweek thing has a has a way to win extremely fast. Sometimes there's fairly fast ones, but there's not many times where you can just get 15 wins a day extremely fast. But Rofellos, I'm in love with this. I love this a lot. This is great. This is probably the second best thing. The second best thing. That's my opinion. Most people are not going to play the first sliver combo. They're probably going to play something like this if they put more effort into their decks and don't just like copy paste it from the normal thing that they play, which most people are going to do, especially the first day, which is today. But moving forward, I really don't know how many people are going to think like this when, unless they watch this video or someone else posted on the internet. Most people are probably not going to think about, hey, it might be a really good idea to run 60 lands in my Rofellos deck. Most people are probably not going to do that. So you could irk out an advantage if you do. But it is an abstract conclusion to come to, I will admit. But yeah, I like this format. I really do. So if you have ideas of other things that you think are highly exploitative, let me know. Something ideally that is at least like 25 to 30 unique cards difference relative to its normal version with this thing forever. Let me know. I'm trying to think of more commanders. There's like the shark one. Okay, no, if I start naming, I'm going to be here all day. So let me know.